Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Relix, and today I am going to just do a quick fire video reviewing the Kings versus the Lightning game that happened today. Unfortunately, the Kings fell short again. We blew a 2-0 lead going into the third period. Even after killing a couple more penalties to start that third period, we still just couldn't hold on and win the game. Do excuse my cat here. Very cute. He insists on sitting there and in the camera, so there we go. He's here. So again, the Kings are on a losing streak. We have lost 6 in a row straight. That is a record of 0, 3, and 3. 2 in overtime, 1 in shootout losses. And yeah, the Kings just don't look good. The passing is not there. The chemistry's off. Turnovers, giveaways, you name it. Everything is just not going the Kings' way right now. We have some bright moments, and then we have a lot of disappointments throughout the entire losing streak. And so, real quick, this game, Kings and Lightning, they kind of looked neutral in the first period. Neither team got an edge. No one scored. Again, it was mostly Lightning controlling the game. They had more shots. However, I wouldn't say both teams had grade A chances, up and down the ice, especially not the Kings. They definitely had the least amount of scoring chances today. But going into the second period, we got the first goal. We have here Philip Deneau. It was a great play by the entire line. Fiala made the play happen as well, but he didn't get a point on it. Moore and Spence got the assist for Deneau's front net tap-in. Spence drove to the front of the net, which I always say that Spence should do be more assertive, and he was. And he did get the puck in deep, going towards the back of the net, and he threw it to the front. Deneau, where I always say he should be, front of the net. In fact, Moore was there too, and they ended up getting the goal. So that was a great goal, great setup. And then we move on to Matt Roy. At first I thought it was a mistake to, the way they handled the puck, but in the end, Roy got the puck and just wristed it, went in, crossbar down and in. So great on Roy. Again, I've been hounding him and Gavrikov being the worst defenseman on the team this season, and it's good to see that they can get on the offense. I thought Gavrikov played a phenomenal game. In fact, I think Gavrikov and Mikey Anderson were probably the two best defensemen of the game, without a doubt. Great PK and great defense overall. Now, that's where things just went downhill. Obviously, the Lightning didn't score in the second or the first. Going into the third period, we had a penalty, and then we killed that one, and we killed another one that Dubois took. It was a head contact, illegal check to the head contact penalty. Unfortunately, I thought it was a bad play. He clearly should have played the puck, not the player. But yeah, he got a penalty for that. But we killed him. We killed both penalties, and that brought us to like 50. I think it was like 14 minutes left in the third period. Still 2-0 lead. From there on, though, the Kings went into full defensive, shell, and they never wanted to push the offense. A couple chances, but nothing like great. It was just, up the rush, shoot it on the net. That's it. Then that's just basically turning over the puck. That's just as bad, in my opinion. So, unfortunately, the Kings didn't push the offense. First goal against came on a turnover in the neutral zone. Now, as soon as I saw it, Laferriere got the puck. He crossed the blue line. I was just hounding him. I was yelling at my TV. He's got to pass that puck. You got to pass it to someone else. Give it away. Just chip it out or something. Anything. You have to get rid of that thing. He didn't. As soon as he tried to take it himself, he tried to do it himself. It was a selfish play. He got knocked down to the ice, turned over the puck, and the coverage coming back, we couldn't sort it out because now we're in a panic mode where the puck was expected to go deep in their zone, and it didn't. And so now all of their players were scrambling to come back. I think it was like 4 Kings back now, excluding Laferriere, who got knocked down. We focused on the first wave. We didn't even see the second wave coming, and Tyler Mott got the goal. And so it was just a horrible play by Laferriere. He got benched for the rest of the game, including Lizotte and Kaliev. Unfortunately, yes, the fourth line hasn't been scoring, but from that moment on, Lefebvre was benched because of that horrible turnover, and I was screaming my head off about how that went down, and it was just, you got to pass the puck off. It's a team effort. You can't do any selfish plays, especially when holding the lead like that. We're stuck in our defensive zone. He had to get rid of it. Second goal came with Brandon Hagel. Again, it's another defensive breakdown. Unfortunately, Grundstrom had the chance to either block the shot or whack the puck away, but unfortunately he just missed. And obviously when he went to the bench, we could see the replays and the cameras. Grundstrom was pissed at himself. You can clearly read his lips. He was cussing on the bench, and he knows that he made a mistake. And again, it was another breakdown defensively that the Kings couldn't hold the lead, and that tied it up. Like I said, we couldn't do anything about it, and we went to overtime. Lightning win the face-off. We did get up possession, but every time we got the puck, we just gave it up. We just basically did dumb plays. Again, just like the last couple overtimes, we just don't know what to do in overtime anymore. And yeah, it was just all Lightning. And unfortunately, obviously Trevor Moore doesn't play defense. However, he lost his man in the defensive zone. It was clear cut. It was his fault. And unfortunately, he didn't watch his man. Got a breakaway. And I think it was Brian. It was Perbex. That guy's been. He was up and down the ice all night. Defenseman for the Lightning, and he ended up getting the breakaway goal, scoring on Talbot. Beautiful goal. Again, Lightning deserved to win this one, hands down. I expected the Kings to lose, to be honest. If I heard it right, that means we have lost now 12 of the last 13 games against the Lightning. That's just, I get it. The Lightning are a hard team, but the way we've been playing, it's just, there's just no bright side to it, And now our record is now 0-3-3 in the past 6 straight losses. 6 straight. That's unfortunate. We were one of the league's best. Power rankings, analysts, everyone was saying that the Kings were for sure one of the better playoff teams this year. Where did it all go? I don't know. We've dropped 2 in overtime, 1 in a shootout, 3 regulation losses in 6 straight games now. I don't know where the offense is. I don't know where the defense is. It's again, that's why I made the other video about, Brant Clark coming up and how Gavrikov and Roy weren't playing good. Same thing here. Gavrikov and Mikey Anderson were probably our best defensemen tonight, but that doesn't excuse everyone else, everyone. Even the forwards, the top line, Kempe, Kopi, and Byfield, they haven't scored as much as they should be. Fiala, while I appreciate his discipline nowadays, he's not as creative and crafty, and unfortunately, it's not paying off right now. He's not scoring enough. Obviously, Dubois got the past few goals, or at least him and his line mates have gotten the past few goals in the past few games. But he is one of the reasons why we are losing all the games, because he keeps making the offensive zone or defensive zone turnovers. And it's clear cut, especially the last game against Washington. He was responsible for 2 of the goals against us. And unfortunately, it continues to show. The Kings really need to play better. We need a little bit more scoring throughout the entire lineup. And unless we get that, we're not going to win games. Our power play is just going downhill every single night. We went, I think, 0 for 2 today, if I remember correctly. No, we actually only had 1 power play, but we didn't score on it. Lightning had 2 power plays. Great PK for us. We are the best PK team in the league, and yet we still lose games. So, as you guys can see, our even strength is horrible, and we need to do better. Honestly, that's just the bottom line. Again, I wanted to keep this short, so I'm just going to end it here. That was basically a recap of the game. Going forward, we have 4 games left on this 6-game road trip. I don't expect Florida Panthers to be any easier than the Lightning, but you never know, right? And I'm going forward. I don't know. At this point, whatever I say obviously doesn't matter. Kings aren't going to listen to me. But what I have said in the past videos, and if the Kings actually execute what I said in the past videos before, it actually comes to fruition. Dano going to the front of net. He needs to be the front net guy. What did he do? He got a goal today. I expected more from Roy and Gavrikov. Roy got a goal. Gavrikov was one of the best defensemen tonight. I mean, am I just crazy or am I just right? You know, like I think I know what I'm talking about. Obviously, I can't just tell the players to do that, but when certain players, when I hound them to do certain things, because I see that they're not doing what they are supposed to be doing, then when they do it, it looks great and the team looks amazing. Everyone else looks amazing. And but when, the players who are supposed to be doing these things don't do it, then everyone falls, the team fails, and obviously at this rate we might not even stay in the division race. We've been losing so many games. The Oilers have been winning theirs. Next thing we know, the Oilers are going to pass us, and kick us out into the wild card or even out of the playoff spot. So hopefully the Kings figure things out. Obviously, I don't care that we are first in the PK in the league. We got to score on that power play. I always say it every single day. Get one power play goal a day or one power play goal a game. It makes the difference. Hockey is a game of momentum. Momentum shifts, and when you score a power play goal, it just makes everyone feel good about it and makes your opponent feel like crap. So definitely got to score those power plays going forward. Honestly, that they really need to change it up. They need to stop playing 4 left-handed players on both units and start changing it up. Put Lewis out there. Put Grundstrom out. Put the right-handed players out. Honestly, you have to have a mix of hands. You can't just have Doughty and Spence be the right-handed shots. It's just not going to work. It's too predictable, and again, it hasn't worked. So, and if you're going to do that, have someone else be the shooter. You can't just use Kempe. It's just way too predictable. So that's just my thoughts. Again, overall, I think the Kings are going to come out of this road trip, honestly, like 50-50. 50% wins, 50% losses. But maybe, who knows? There's still 4 games, and who knows? We might be able to turn it around. But I'm not expecting too much right now, just the way the Kings are playing. And unfortunately, it's really starting to show. We've dropped 6 straight, and we obviously can't hold leads. We need to score more. We need to score more goals. We need to have more scoring throughout the entire lineup, including the 4th line, which I praised at the beginning of the season. But even I know when to admit when I'm wrong, and they are also failing. Now, just a real quick statement. Obviously, Lizotte and Lewis are still one of the best PK units out there because they don't get scored on the PK. That's just a testament to why the Kings PK is number 1 in the league. So give credit to Lizotte and Lewis, the 2 4th liners, usually on the bottom. They don't get scored on. So that's up to Grundstrom and Kaliev and Lafreniere. Those 3 specifically are the guys who are alternating between the 3rd and 4th lines. They need to step up their games. They need to do better. Especially Lafreniere, I think, as a rookie coming into the league, you were chosen out of training camp to take Arvidsson's spot in the lineup. You need to step up your game and play both forecheck, which I praise you for a little bit, and as well as defense. Backchecking and defensive, plays. Unfortunately, Lafreniere, just like Dubois, is one of the worst defensive players on our team, and it is definitely showing. So if those 3 guys, Grundstrom, Kaliev, and Lafreniere, if they can step up their games just a little bit more, and like I said, Grundstrom was scoring, now he's not. Need to trust his shot. And if they can all step up their game just a little bit, I think all the lines throughout the entire team will start to score more as well. But we'll see. We will see where things go from here. But that's all I have for you guys for now. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. Hit the like button if you did. Comment down below what you guys thought. Am I wrong? Let me know. I felt like I've been right for the most part about all of my predictions. Obviously, it's taking it game by game basis, but in reaction to most games, if the players have things that I've said in the past games, if players improved on that certain thing, they've gone and scored, or I've praised them for doing just that. Well, obviously, players like Dubois, I don't praise him, and I keep trying to say what he needs to do better, and he doesn't do it. Dubois is clearly the worst player on the team, and no one can say otherwise. I mean, he has the worst plus minus, as well as the only guy who's straight up giving rid of the puck, not making plays, and it's just horrible in the offensive zone. So let me know if I'm wrong, and of course subscribe to the channel if you guys haven't already. Again, follow along for more content like this. Season's almost halfway over, and the Kings are looking kind of in a slump right now. I don't know how that's going to look in a few more games. Obviously, in I think 4 more games now, we'll be at the halfway mark, so I'll do my half-season review at that point, and we'll see where we are at. Hopefully in those next 4 games, we have 4 wins. That'll be the end of the road trip, so we'll see. Let me know what you guys think, though, and you guys obviously have a great day. Go Kings, go, and I will see you guys all in the next video. Bye-bye.